One of the most powerful and enduring self-help books ever written is Think and Grow Rich. Hill spent over 25 years distilling the insight of over 500 successful people, including Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, and others. Achieving success in any endeavor requires more than just accumulating wealth. It requires cultivating a mindset, habits, and character. The idea that thoughts are things underpins Think and Grow Rich. Hill argues that everything starts with a thought, and when paired with desire, faith, persistence, and a clear plan, it becomes an unstoppable force that attracts success. Hill shows how individuals can achieve their dreams through the application of these principles. First is desire, which is the starting point of all achievement. Hill explains that desire is the foundation of all riches and the first step towards success. There is a difference between mere wishes and burning desires, according to him. Having a vague desire to be wealthy is not enough. In order to succeed, you need to be persistent, focused, and emotionally charged. Hill outlines a 6-step method for transforming desire into its financial equivalent. First, fix in your mind the exact amount of money you desire. Second, determine exactly what you intend to give in return. Third, establish a definite date for achieving your goal. Fourth, create a definite plan and begin at once. Fifth, write out a clear, concise statement of the goal. Last, read your statement aloud twice daily with emotion and faith. The foundation of success is desire combined with belief and action. Second is faith, which is visualization and belief in desire attainment. A second principle Hill describes is faith, which can be induced or created through affirmation and repeated instructions to the subconscious. Faith transforms ordinary thoughts into spiritual equivalents. Faith-filled instructions are more powerful than neutral or fearful instructions for the subconscious mind. Hill emphasizes the importance of autosuggestion and provides several affirmations readers should repeat daily. Once faith becomes deeply ingrained in the subconscious, it starts to influence actions, decisions, and circumstances. The impulse of thought is given life, power, and action by faith. A desire without faith cannot overcome obstacles because of its lack of intensity and belief. A person uses autosuggestion to feed their subconscious mind with positive thoughts, affirmations, and beliefs, and the subconscious mind communicates with the conscious mind through it. The subconscious mind can be trained by constantly repeating emotionally charged affirmations, according to Hill. Affirmations should focus on specific goals and be repeated with emotion, belief, and persistence. Hill believes that repeating statements mindlessly is not enough. Those statements have real power when they are accompanied by strong feelings. As the subconscious mind accepts these affirmations, it begins to reshape reality accordingly. The use of autosuggestion is one of the most powerful ways to replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Positive beliefs take root more deeply when they are reinforced with repetition and emotion. Moving on, Hill argues that general knowledge is of little use to achieving wealth. In order to be useful, specialized knowledge must be organized and intelligently directed through practical plans. Knowledge alone is not power. It only becomes power when organized into definite plans of action. Formal education, personal experience, or partnering with experts can provide specialized knowledge. There is a clear lesson here: to succeed, one must become a lifelong learner, seek expertise, and never stop learning. Nowadays, taking online courses, attending workshops, or hiring a mentor might serve as modern equivalents. We now turn to imagination, which Hill refers to as the workshop of the mind. He distinguishes between two types of imagination. Synthetic imagination is combining old concepts, ideas, and plans in new ways, while creative imagination is when hunches and inspirations come to us. In Hill's view, ideas are the beginning points of all fortunes, and imagination is the birthplace of ideas. A successful imagination is fueled by desire and organized through plans. In order to develop new products, innovations, or strategies, entrepreneurs, artists, scientists, and inventors often rely on their creative imagination. It is important to remember that imagination is not a luxury, but a necessity. Organized planning is the crystallization of desire into action. No matter how strong your desire is, it won't get you where you want to go without a clear and actionable plan. In order to achieve your goals, Hill recommends organizing your knowledge, imagination, and desire into a definite plan and taking action as soon as possible. To gain the support and advice of others, he suggests forming a mastermind group. In addition, Hill cautions readers that the first plan may not work and encourages them to persist until a successful plan is found. However, procrastination is one of the main causes of failure, according to Hill. Once plans have been made, they should be acted upon with confidence and courage. He then transitions to decision, and he discusses how successful people make decisions quickly and clearly, and they change them slowly, if at all. In contrast, unsuccessful individuals are often indecisive and easily influenced by others. Procrastination is blamed for most failures, and he urges readers to cultivate decisiveness. There is no time for those who hesitate in this world. Actions and achievements are based on decisions backed by desire and faith. Taking timely and firm decisions builds self-confidence, which Hill believes is essential to long-term success. Persistence is the power to turn desire into its financial equivalent. According to Hill, persistence is not a trait some are born with, but can be developed through habit and effort. He provides 4 steps for developing persistence. 1 is a definite purpose backed by burning desire. 2nd is a definite plan, expressed in continuous action. 3rd is a mind closed tightly against all negative influences. 4th is a friendly alliance with one or more persons who encourage you. According to Hill, most people give up just as they are about to succeed. His famous story about the man who gave up mining for gold, only to discover that he stopped digging 3 feet from the treasure, shows the importance of persistence. As the book continues, it discusses the mastermind, which involves 2 or more people working together toward a definite purpose in harmony. It was Hill's belief that this alliance was one of the most powerful forces for success. According to him, when minds work together in harmony, a third mind is created, or a higher level of intelligence. By combining efforts and resources, this group creates synergy. A mastermind can provide guidance, feedback, support, and new ideas that may never have emerged on their own. Professional networks, business partnerships, and mastermind groups carry on this concept today. One of the most surprising chapters in the book is sex transmutation, which suggests that sexual energy is among the most powerful forces in the human body and mind. The author suggests that extraordinary achievements can be achieved when this energy is redirected or transmuted into creative and productive pursuits. He observed that many of the most successful men redirected their sex drives into their work. Passion, emotion, and energy associated with sexual desire can fuel creativity, drive, and ambition. According to him, in this concept, energy is not repressed, but transformed into productive outlets like art, invention, leadership, and personal development. All thoughts, emotions, and impressions are stored in the subconscious mind. Ultimately, it serves as an intermediary between the conscious mind, the sources of infinite intelligence, and the forces of creation at work at all times. Eventually, whatever dominates your conscious mind will filter into your subconscious. One must therefore be vigilant about what they allow into their minds. Because the subconscious accepts everything as true, negativity, doubt, and fear must be avoided. Once again, the main tool for influencing the subconscious is autosuggestion, along with faith and emotion. A person's destiny is shaped by the mental images and beliefs they feed it with. According to Hill, the brain is both a transmitter and a receiver. According to him, the brain can pick up vibrations and ideas from other minds, or the universal intelligence when it operates at high frequency through emotion, especially desire and faith. There is a strong metaphysical theme in this chapter, suggesting that we are all connected through invisible frequencies. This higher communication is even evidenced by hunches, intuitions, and sudden insights, according to Hill. Although Hill's vision was written before the modern neuroscience era, it is aligned with the idea that focused thought can influence brain chemistry and affect real-world outcomes. Essentially, the sixth sense is an undefined sense that may be used to communicate with infinite intelligence. The ability to master it does not emerge instantly, but rather occurs as the result of mastering all the other principles over time. Among all the principles, Hill admits that this one is the most elusive. A flash of insight or intuition can manifest as intuition, a hunch, or a flash of intuition. In Hill's opinion, great thinkers, artists, and leaders had learned to trust their sixth sense. It must be developed through disciplined thinking, persistent action, and connection to higher purpose, not blindly relied upon. In the final chapter, Hill identifies 6 basic fears that prevent people from achieving success, which are fear of poverty, fear of criticism, fear of ill health, fear of old age, and fear of death. Hill urges readers to confront and overcome these fears, as they sabotage success from within. According to him, fear paralyzes the will, poisons the subconscious, and attracts the very conditions we seek to avoid. Understanding and action are the antidotes to fear, he says. By analyzing fear, exposing it, and acting despite it, it loses its power. To conclude, Think and Grow Rich is not a get-rich-quick guide. It is, rather, a timeless guide for personal mastery, mental discipline, and persistent pursuit of worthy goals. As a comprehensive framework for transforming ideas into achievements, its principles include desire, faith, autosuggestion, specialized knowledge, imagination, organized planning, decision-making, persistence, the mastermind, sex transmutation, the subconscious mind, the brain, and the sixth sense. The central message of Napoleon Hill is clear that success begins in the mind. Reality can be shaped by thoughts when they are directed properly. No matter what their background or circumstances are, anyone can think their way to greatness if they are willing to believe in themselves, take action, and never give up.